by the client that I was DNR'd from the stadiums. They told me to reach out to the temporary employer that I was working through. They said that they didn't have any DNR notifications or anything of the sort. So I'm trying to figure out why, right? But nobody's gotten back to me about it. So I don't know what's going to happen. I need to find more work. I need to find better work. And that's just where I'm at. You know, I'm trying to do the best that I can for those that count on me. And it's easier said than done. No, I'm getting a notification. Oh, your money was credited to your account today. That notification is late. That money's already been taken out of my account and put on the damn phone bill. Easier said than done. So I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just trying to make it. I will say I will never go back to Lumen Field or T-Mobile Park. I won't take my family there. You know what I'm saying? When I worked at T-Mobile Park, a cane and an umbrella got left there. And they was like, do you need help getting your items back? And I was like, no, because they said they didn't have my items, like they got thrown away or stolen or something. So I don't know what to do. It's just trifling, man. I don't like dealing with people. I'm a people person. You know what I'm saying? I know how to interact with people, but I don't like the drama that people have. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have it. And so I'm just trying to avoid it at all costs. I've literally asked Allied Event Services for a month now to remove me from their direct hire process because they don't offer me jobs. I'd like to go back to the security division of that company or any other security company that works in Washington State that has work available as I need a job and I have people that count on me. I'm saying I spent every dollar I had paying my phone bill and I'm still $275 short. So I'm like, what more can I do? I can't pay what I don't have. You know what I'm saying? I was taken off of programs that I've been on my entire life without notice, without knowledge. You know, I'm just trying to make it like everybody else. I didn't ask for the situation I was put in. I didn't ask for, you know what I'm saying, the condition I have. Hello, Kelly. Nice to meet you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm just going through things today. How are you feeling? Hello, Hudson. Hello, Sunny. I'm saying I'm not doing well. I'm literally going through it. I went all the way to Seattle today to go to work, and then I got told by the company that I was not to return, but the temporary company that I got the job through told me that they didn't have any DNR notices, and I'm just trying to get a job to get out of my situation. It's very, very hard. The economy sucks. You know, we spend billions of dollars on foreign aid, but yet none of those countries that we've ever given foreign aid to are going to give us foreign aid if we're ever in a situation. So I'm trying to get back to normal. You know what I'm saying? I try. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm amazing. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of work to help other people and I get shit on. So it's like, what more could I ask for? You know? I've literally spent $100,000 in the last 3.5 years taking care of other people because that's what a man is supposed to do. And I'm struggling. I appreciate the like and the subscription. Thank you very much. I'm trying to build my channel. So if you could share my posts, if you could share my shorts, if you could share my lives, I would definitely appreciate that. I know a couple of content creators that are here and I really want to collaborate with them. But like I said, my channel's not known. I've been on YouTube for 20 years, but I've had to take a lot of time off because I've had a lot of personal things going on, and I'm just trying to make it. I'm literally getting Facebook notifications, but I'm live now, so I'm not going to answer those. What more can you do than the most you can do? You know what I'm saying? I was over at my brother's house the other night, got a shower, washed some clothes. You know what I'm saying? Can't stay with him because the last time I stayed with him, it got physical, and I don't want to go through that. You know what I'm saying? He has two children, a newborn baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't like his wife. You know what I'm saying? But I have to tolerate her because that's what he's done. So there's that. So I'm just struggling. You know what I'm saying? I put up a GoFundMe page and that's not doing too hot. There's a post and a short about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make it. Normally I make between like 10,000 and $15,000 every couple of months. Like my annual salary is between 50 and $75,000 a year up until I lost my job. You know what I'm saying? I just graduated from college with a business management degree and I can't even get a job in that industry. You know what I'm saying? I like to think that I'm a good person. I like to think that I do things for people that, you know, can't do it for themselves. But the world doesn't owe me anything. I'm a man, so I have to get out and go get it. It's easier said than done, you know. But I'm not mad. I just want opportunities like the next person. I didn't get my first job till I was like 28 years old. And that first job, I ran with it for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I have customer service experience. I have cash handling experience. I have food industry experience. I have security experience. I'm a business owner myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sole proprietor of my business. You know what I'm saying? But I can't sit there and work in my own business because I don't have the money because I've got to take care of my family. And so I do that in my free time when I have the spare money. Things are hard, you know. The economy is not great. I'm literally trying to do the best that I can, and I'm at my wit's end, but I'm still trying to push on, and it's getting harder and harder every single day. You know, I don't understand what more I can do without doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how to do that, but I'm trying to change my life, and I'm trying to do things the right way, not just for myself and my family, but for others around me. And every day it gets harder. You know, I literally spent every dollar that I had paying the phone bill. I sent my family a little bit of money. It wasn't much, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm in the wrong because she's sick, she's unemployed. You know what I'm saying? And she says, "Oh, you need to do for yourself." I do for myself anyway. I make do anyway, whether the bills get paid or not. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I have to do as a man. But to put forth the effort and get no recognition, that hurts. It's like I didn't do anything wrong but put myself on the line. And it's coming to a point where I want to give up, and I want to walk away, but I know I can't because I have people that count on me and depend on me. So what do I do? I don't know anymore. You know, I'm literally sitting here trying to be the utmost and best person I can be, given my qualifications, given my work history, given the handful of jobs that I have held. I'm 32 years old. You know what I'm saying? I own a $250,000 home. I've owned cars. I've owned firearms. You know what I'm saying? I've owned a bunch more. I've made damn near $1 million in my life. And you have it and you lose it. You spend it. You know what I'm saying? You do the things you want to do. You do the things you can. And it's like, what did I do? You know what I'm saying? I don't live in the house that I own because it's in the state of California and that state's too liberal for me. I can't own what I'm legally entitled to own because of how that state works. So I don't live there. You know what I'm saying? I want to move. I want to go back to Arizona where the things that happen to me in Washington state don't happen. But my family is here and I'm not giving up on them even though they've chosen to give up on me. You know, she sits here and says, "Oh, I'm not this, I'm not that," but yet then turns around and asks me for anything and everything. So I'm like, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? I can't not be the person that I'm supposed to be. I can't not just give up, as much as I want to. All that's going to do is take my pain away, but it's going to put that same amount of pain on somebody else. And I'm not for that. As much as I think about it, as much as I sit here and I post on social media about my own problems, you know what I'm saying? People think that I'm not the right person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had somebody that one of my friends introduced me to today tell me I'm crazy, but I've never been adjudicated. It's saying if I was adjudicated, I would lose my professional licenses for my career. I would lose my rights to own firearms. I would lose everything I'm trying to do. Why would I subject myself to that? I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just funny because I put forth all the effort that I can and I still feel like I get shit on. You know, I'm wondering why I continue every single day to do the best that I can and I still get shit on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for help because I want to ask. I'm asking for help like everybody else does because they absolutely need it. But we'll see what happens. You know, I try my best and that's all I can do. I'm literally sitting in the library right now, charging my phone and a battery pack that one of my friends gave me. My backpack was stolen a week ago. A week before that, my wallet was stolen, social security card, driver's license, professional licenses. You know what I'm saying? And all I'm trying to do is replace all of these things and get a job and go back to my normal life. And saying nobody ever said they want to be broke their entire life. You know what I mean? Nobody ever said I want a handout. Nobody ever said I don't want to work for it. You know what I mean? It's just stressful. But all I can do is push on. You know, people look at me like I'm unprofessional and I'm just this person that doesn't care. But I go above and beyond. You know what I'm saying? When I worked for 7-Eleven for 2 years, when people called out or they didn't show up, I showed up because at the time I only lived 2 miles away from the store, whether I had to walk, whether I caught the bus, whether it was raining, whether it was 100 degrees outside, it didn't matter. I did what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? And in that 2 years working for that company, I made $50,000. Like, I don't understand how I can put forth all this effort and then be told I'm not professional and then be told you didn't put the work in. You know what I'm saying? I have experience because that's the best teacher in life. That's the only teacher in life, you know. But I'm not in the wrong for putting in the effort. I'm not in the wrong for taking the time to invest it on somebody else. I'm not wrong for trying to make other people's lives better, even though my life keeps getting worse and worse. You know, I just put in the effort because that's what I know to do. You know what I'm saying? I've lived in 5 or 7 different states, 7 different states now. You know what I'm saying? I've seen 27 of 50 states. My friend is a certified skydiving instructor. Hopefully, I can get that set up because I definitely want to try skydiving, you know. And I talk to that person every other day. You know what I'm saying? I try to talk to my sister every day, but that doesn't always happen because, she's got a life, she's got kids, you know. Out of all of my siblings, and only three of us are still here because my older brother is deceased. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one that doesn't have kids. I'm the only one that doesn't have their life together because I get my life together and then something falls apart. I've lost jobs. I've lost cars. I've lost houses, you know, and I'm like, did I do something wrong? Or did I just put in the effort that I know I'm supposed to? You know, it's getting harder and harder to survive. It's like it's costing more and more money. You can't live on minimum wage these days. My brother says to me, why don't you take a minimum wage job to, get the money rolling in and put forth the effort? I said, because I know what I'm worth. I'm worth $150,000 a year just based on the $40,000 degree that I went and bought, that I studied 3 years of my life for. You know what I'm saying? But I can't get a job in business management and administration. Hence why I'm trying to get a job in security because I've done that and it paid really well. I can't go back to being an artist full time because that cost me $10,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I have all the inventory that I had when I was growing up, when I was learning how to blow glass and I was learning art, you know. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live right now. I definitely appreciate it. I have some other things to do. I need to go to the restroom. I need to make some phone calls about jobs and other things. So please tune in. Please like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate everything that you guys do. Thank you very much.